for Deschamps. There'll be a free kick here on the edge of Leeds' box, which Carl Darlow will issue everybody forward into Bournemouth's half. Goes long towards Calvert-Lewin. Hill wins the first contact and Senesi slams it out of play for a Leeds throw-in. Goodmanson there, just ordered back a few yards by Michael Salisbury. Quickly taken for Tanaka. And Jimenez cleared up in the direction of Ivan Nielsen, but he's well screened there this time by Ethan Ampadu. A change of manager at Chelsea, of course, might start the rumour mill spinning on another possible destination for Iraola this summer. He's been linked with Manchester United and Liverpool. Michael Carrick's status at Old Trafford still unconfirmed. Arne Slot is potentially facing showdown talks at Anfield as well. And the vacancy sign has been popped in the window at Stamford Bridge, and Liam Rossini, who just hasn't really got going in the last couple of weeks, made a strong start after being appointed at the start of 2026, but certainly one of the Premier League's trickier assignments. Chelsea obviously have slipped off of late, and they're not expected to qualify for the Champions League, with the 5 spots pretty much wrapped up. Arsenal, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Manchester United. It's a closed shop, you'd imagine, for now. Bournemouth opportunity here to break away down the right hand side. Jimenez does well there, spots the run of Tavernier. The ball across the face of goal is robustly dealt with by James Justin. He hammers it behind for the first corner of the game. I beg your pardon, that has actually swirled out for a throw-in. The assistant referee over on the far side, Mark Perry, initially looked as if he had flagged for the corner, so there'll be another chance for James Hill to hurl one into the penalty area. Calvert-Lewin does well to head it straight back to him. Hill volleyed in once more, and Tavernier goes for it, and we will eventually have a corner as Ampadu deflects that pass from Senesi behind. A quarter of an hour on the clock, no goals. Bournemouth just about edging it so far. Will be Brooks to go across and take, whizzed into the near post. Ivan Nielsen goes for it, blocked behind. Bournemouth are asking the question of a handball there against James Justin. Not too many queries on that one. I certainly don't think he could have done too much about that. Ivan Nielsen just gets a slight touch on it and catches him in the chest. Corner again for Bournemouth. Brooks fires it in once more. And a really brave bit of defending in there from Leeds United. Pascal Struijk flicks it back across the face of his own goal. Bournemouth will keep the pressure up though. Throw in just in front of this left-hand corner flag. And Hill will swap sides, try and keep Leeds camped inside their own 18-yard box. Tavernier looking to just make a nuisance of himself in front of Carl Darlow. Good punch from the Welshman. Christie will keep it alive over on the far side of Leeds' penalty. It's a poor ball backwards though, cut out by Brendan Aronson. There's a break on here for Leeds if they can get men forward. Okafor down the left hand side, gets away from Jimenez, needs support through the middle. He's got 5 Bournemouth shirts streaming back here. He needs a few white ones getting up to help him out. Just not the support there when he needed it, and Okafor is not happy with that at all. Jimenez will eventually get back in there, try and make things difficult. Goodmanson belatedly there, just charged past Noah Okafor. His cross in is cleared away by Adrian Truffert. And 20 yards from Juri Petrovic's goal, we're going to see another long throw. A real feature so far for Bournemouth and Leeds. Ampadu is the slingshot in Daniel Farke's team. What can he deliver? Bijol is the target there. Just managed to get a flick on, but it's cleared away. Ampadu will rescue possession on halfway. A quick ball into that right channel from James Justin. Here is Brendan Aronson. Justin goes beyond him, floated in, headed away at the near post by Marcus Senesi. Krupi back, helping out Truffert. Bournemouth win the throw-in eventually. They've got real good relationship down that right-hand side. James Justin and Jayden Bogle, both comfortable as right back, right wing back, right-sided centre-back as needed. Gives Daniel Farke that opportunity, as he has done tonight, to stick with an unchanged team. Don't break a winning formula. That's poor from the throw-in. Bournemouth win it back. Long ball pumped downfield. Nielsen, the wrong side of the ball as that comes over the top. An easy claim for Carl Darlow. Calvert-Lewin now glides through the air there just to chest it down. There's an appeal for a foul there by Leeds United. It was Okafor who was trying to break on that knockdown from Calvert-Lewin. Nothing doing, says Michael Salisbury. So still yet to have a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity for either team. Ivan Nielsen's effort just wide of the post is the only real opportunity of note. Nothing on target for Petrovic or Darlow to deal with. And a tight and tetchy affair so far. Leeds are, as we've mentioned, not 100% guaranteed to be playing Premier League football next season, so can't afford to be on the beach too much. Now Hill over to Jimenez, space for him to gallop forward from right back. To just fizz that into the channel for Ivan Nielsen to chase, but it's well swept up by Leeds. Ampadu goes in hard there on Ivan Nielsen. Ball bounces back in favour of Bournemouth. Brooks trying to barge his way through down that right hand side. The long ball just cleared out of danger by Leeds, vaguely in the direction of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it only serves to gift possession back to Bournemouth. Here's Adrian Truffert. Real shrewd addition he's been so far this season. Got his first goal in English football with the winner against Newcastle at the weekend. Started every game as well and perfectly filled the Milos Kerkez shaped hole in Iriola's back four. Now we've got a Leeds player down, Jayden Bogle, caught late just outside his own penalty area. And Michael Salisbury will just call a halt to proceedings. Curious as to the possibility of other Bournemouth players moving on this summer if they choose to opt for a new challenge, with Iriola stepping away. Marcus Senesi has been tipped for a possible exit. He's out of contract, of course, and quite a few Premier League teams taking a look at the Argentina international. Krupi, Alex Scott, all having impressive seasons for Bournemouth. So a quarter of the game gone. No goals here. You're joining us live on Flashscore UK. Bournemouth 0, Leeds United 0 in a Wednesday night showdown as part of an extended match week 33 in the Premier League season. It's effectively the catch-up games due to cup commitments. Just 4 more for Iraola and Farke between now and the end of the campaign. Bournemouth with their eyes on Europe, and Leeds United with more than one eye on that FA Cup semi against Chelsea this weekend. Nice driven ball forward there down the Bournemouth left-hand side. Marcus Tavernier not able to beat Jayden Bogle in a foot race. Iraola's just shuffled his front three around in the last couple of minutes. Tavernier's come over to this near left-hand side with Krupi moved centrally behind Ivar Nielsen. Manchester City still 1 goal in front at Burnley. So as per the live rankings, look away now Arsenal fans, because Manchester City are top of the Premier League. Krupi just tries to roll that into Ivar Nielsen's feet. That's an excellent recovery though from Pascal Strapp. Ivar Nielsen forced back out of the Leeds penalty. Krupi runs into Ampadu and then fouls Ampadu. The referee here, Michael Salisbury, is reaching for his pocket, and that was just pure frustration from Krupi. As he tried to spin away, he's gone bumping into Ethan Ampadu, and then the challenge on him, not a particularly clean one, and that is the first card of the game. So Bournemouth's teenage goal machine. Just taking a glance at the live table, it is so tight at the top. Manchester City and Arsenal both 33 games played, so they do have 5 games left after tonight. 70 points each, both on plus 37 goal difference. Well, Manchester City have scored 66 compared to Arsenal's 63. So after points, after goals difference, it's goals scored and then head to head that would be the tiebreaker. Manchester City have drawn and beaten Arsenal this season, so we know the outcome of that one. And City, of course, have got previous for winning Premier League titles on goal difference. The famous Aguero moment from 2012. And who knows, you might see a final day just as dramatic as that one. Manchester United saw the title snatched away from them in iconic style, and Manchester City took the trophy. Nice turn on halfway there by Krupi, leaves Vijol for dead. He's got Tavernier bombing away from him down the left-hand side. Ampadu will track him though. Good recovery there from the Welshman. Now Krupi, in the corner of Leeds' penalty area, lifted ball back to Truffert, who'd made the run forward. Will eventually just bounce out of play for a goal kick. Ryan Christie there, who just tried to get a bit of air on that ball. Spots the run in behind of Adrien Truffert. Neither side able to quite make it click so far. Here is James Hill, rolled across the halfway line for Alex Jimenez. Just forced back in field there, the Spaniard. He wanted to go down that right touchline for David Brooks. He got a bit of a word in his ear from his manager there. Lovely roll ball down this left-hand side. Truffert tries to find Tavernier. And Bijol goes to the ground. That'll be a corner for Bournemouth. Delicious weight on that pass from Adrien Truffert. Catches out Jaden Bogle, who was caught between stick and twist. Alex Scott will come over to take this one on this near right-hand side. Dropped in towards the far post, well dealt with once more by Leeds. Jimenez will line one up here from distance, thought about the shot. Now Brooks will curl it in towards the far post, but Tavernier not able to get away from his marker. Cleared away by Carl Darlow. Now Leeds did have a chance to try and swarm forward there, but Tanaka just checked in field inside the centre circle. Aronson gamely chased that to the dead ball line against Marcus Senesi. He just about managed to pick his pocket, but Alex Scott will hammer the clearance forward for Bournemouth. Struijk is there before Ivan Nielsen. Calvert-Lewin inside the centre circle. Good flick beyond Senesi, but again Okafor, who's tried that little gamble beyond DCL a few times tonight, not quite able to carry it forward and give Bournemouth something to think about. Senesi back to his goalkeeper here, Jordi Petrovic. Pumped over the halfway line. Brooks goes up after it. Lovely roll ball there by Krupi, but Christie is beaten to it by Pascal Struijk. We've got a real edge to this game now as we move over the half an hour mark. Leeds slowly but surely starting to come into it. Okafor there had the pace to get beyond Alex Jimenez. Just runs out of road down that left hand side, and it will be a goal kick for Leeds United. We've mentioned Bournemouth's form, 13 unbeaten, going all the way back to their first game of 2026 when they lost 3-2 here at home to Arsenal. Leeds have really got it together at a perfect time. You can catch form like they've done when you're in a relegation battle. It's absolutely vital. Back-to-back wins away at Manchester United, at home to Leeds. Tight, battling goalless draws with Crystal Palace and Brentford. Looks to have done enough, and if they get something from the game here tonight, they may just be able to go full throttle for the FA Cup. Here's Scott with a raking ball up towards the Leeds United penalty area, cleared away, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin was adjudged to have fouled Ryan Christie. Christie only had eyes for the ball here, midway inside Leeds' half of the field, and Calvert-Lewin is protesting that he was only challenging for it. The decision goes against the former Everton striker. And Scott here, dead centre inside Leeds' half, will roll it short to Truffert. Back now with Alex Scott. Jimenez. Bournemouth have looked to build something a bit different from that set piece. Truffert tried to curl it in towards Ivan Nielsen. Fall back for Truffert and drives it low into the gloves of Carl Darlow. And that is the first strike on target of the night. Easy take for Leeds' veteran goalkeeper. Now Jimenez goes direct up towards Ivan Nielsen. He's a little bit put off his jump there by Pascal Struijk, and Jimenez will have to chase forward to follow up his own initial pass. Sloppy though, won back on halfway by Ampadu. Crunching challenge there by Alex Scott. A loose ball just spins favourably back for Marcus Senesi. Now True Fair. He's got space to just storm through the middle of the pitch with Ampadu caught across on that left hand side. Tavernier takes over here, 25 yards from Darlow's goal. Worked infield for Scott. Nice little pop round the corner there. Ivan Nielsen almost manages to wriggle away from Bijol. Good proactive goalkeeping once more though from Carl Darlow. Who knows, he might have a goal before half time. 33 minutes gone. Don't seem too much to ignite things just yet, but Bournemouth have proven many times since the start of 2026 that just when you think they've run a little short on options, you can pop up with a bit of a surprise. Long ball again up towards Ivan Nielsen. Falls for Brooks this time, pushed it off the left hand side. Krupi tries to take it in his path, it falls back to Brooks. Locked away only as far as True Fair. Just over the halfway line here from left back Tavernier. Now Senesi tiptoes into Leeds territory, rolls it in for Alex Scott. And he's enjoying himself tonight. He's had a cracking couple of weeks, the England under-21 international. Here he is again, just not quite enough space to try a shot, but he'll opt to float one over for Jimenez, who'd covered a hell of a lot of ground there to gallop up from right back. That Leeds resistance once more standing firm. Ivan Nielsen has a bit of space now to give chase in that right channel. Bijol goes with him. Initial ball in is blocked away. Brooks will take over. Nice ball into the path of Jimenez. Can he get through? It's Struijk and Bijol there. Threatened to sandwich the Spaniard as he clipped his way into their penalty area. Bournemouth starting to turn it up a gear. Here is David Brooks, just puts his studs on the ball to slow things down for the moment. Work back to Hill on the halfway line. Senesi. Angled ball into the penalty area towards Ivan Nielsen. It's headed away and headed behind for another Bournemouth corner. Struijk not taking any chances. David Brooks has just come over for a quick chat with the referee. He's still not happy with the challenge by Tanaka on him a few minutes ago. It's a set-piece chance here for Bournemouth. Senesi, Hill, both up from the back and inside Cardalo's 6-yard box. Christie's in there as well, Ivan Nielsen. And Scott pings it in, headed away at the near post again by Leeds. True Fair will collect on halfway. Hoisted back in by the Frenchman towards the far post. Nodded back down across goal. And Darlow does really well. Just dives in there. Senesi at the far post, who just trying to help it back into a dangerous area. And as Krupi was sliding in on him, Darlow's brave. Takes everything with him. Keeps Leeds on level terms. That's chalked down in my book as a half chance so far. The opportunity now for Leeds to build away over on that left hand side. Nice turn of pace from Brendan Aronson, goes for goal and straight at Jordi Petrovic. That's Leeds' first effort on target of the night. 36 minutes on the clock. And Aronson was a bit short on options there, and I think he just thought, why not have a go? See if he can catch Petrovic cold. Christie does well just to work himself out of a tight spot over on that right-hand side. Play on, says the referee. There's a pull on the Scotland international initially there. And Bournemouth eventually waste that little foray forward. And Ampadu will take control for Leeds. Here's Justin and Bogle. Bogle there was doubled up on by Tavernier and Truffert. Tavernier comes away with it. Now Truffert just inside Leeds' penalty area, can't quite get enough height on that cross to get it away from Bijol. And eventually Ethan Ampadu comes in to make the block, and he's caught by Truffert. And that will be a free kick to Leeds inside their own box. Still as you were at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Manchester City 1. Ipswich Town have equalised away at Charlton. Middlesbrough 1-0 in front at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Now we don't, of course, normally cover Championship action on Flash Score, but both of those sides scrapping for promotion. So we'll try to keep an eye on it. Barcelona are underway, are home to Celta Vigo as well. Hansi Flick's side, of course, are looking to defend their Spanish title. It's the only trophy they'll be winning in the final weeks of the campaign, out to the Champions League, of course. It is Okafor dipping in off that left-hand side for Leeds. Ampadu rolled across here for Bogle. Aronson there, just a little bit apprehensive as he tried to tow it away from Marcus Senesi, and Bournemouth will regain possession. Scott looking to drive from deep. Ivan Nielsen on the halfway line. Worked by Christie across to David Brooks. Wants to get back in on that left foot, the Wales international. Christie to Truffert. Space for him now, forward from left back. Aronson will chase him just into a bit of a corner here. Truffert needs a hand from Senesi. And Senesi offered the overlapping run there. The centre-back was a long way from home. Instead it's worked over to Jimenez. That cross in from the right, far too close to Darlow. 5 minutes until the break. No goals, not a great deal of attacking excitement. It's a game where both sides still have stuff to play for. Bournemouth going for Europe. Leeds looking to rubber stamp their safety. Could potentially say that they're playing in second gear. Jimenez there tangling with Gabriel Goodmanson as he just about tries to get into the penalty area, and the Leeds players have gone straight over to Michael Salisbury here to say, does this foul occur inside Bournemouth's penalty area? Now Jimenez dangles a leg and clips the Sweden international. It will be a card for Alex Jimenez. It does appear on first glance though that he's committed that indiscretion just outside the box, but Leeds will have a chance to load this one in and give Jordi Petrovic something to think about. Tanaka will take right on the corner of the penalty area over on Leeds' left hand side. It's a perfect one for a right footer. Bijol, Calvert-Lewin both darting across, trying to make life difficult for Petrovic. He just organises his wall to cover that near post, and Tanaka prepares to strike, and it's a poor one by the Japan international. Caught between two minds there, and just lofts it over the top of Bournemouth's crossbar. The manager not too impressed by that one. Now Petrovic with the restart. Bijol gets there before Ivan Nielsen inside the centre circle. Scott though is sharper than Aronson. Jimenez. Go back from right back there. Now Senesi. Troupier's come short here, forced back into his own half of the field. Senesi will try again. Space here for Truffert. Bogle adjusting, Bo tucked in at the wrong moment then. Truffert will try and cut back. Eventually falls for Croupier across the face of goal. Big save from Darlow. Truffert will go again. It's held back into the danger zone. And Bournemouth, what an opportunity. Two chances in quick succession. And Marcus Tavernier inches away. As Leeds players sliding around their own 6-yard box here. The initial opportunity, I think, is from Ryan Christie, and then when it's worked back into the box, Tavernier can't quite steer it on target. Corner taken short for Scott. Cleared away by Aronson. Bournemouth look determined to at least force one opportunity here before the break. Ryan Christie in that inside right position. Takes over from Brooks. Fantastic save that from Carl Darlow. Just sticks out a foot and diverts it away. And Tavernier gets a good contact on it, but just can't quite steer it where he was intending to. Here is Alex Scott back inside his own centre circle. Senesi into the feet of Junior Croupies. Sold Truffert a little short there, but does well to work it back to the Frenchman. His cross is blocked initially, and Leeds will try and avoid the corner here, which they do. Cleared only as far as Marcus Senesi here. And floats that in towards Ivan Nielsen. Darlow deals with it. Final seconds of the first 45.
Sorry, this commentary is not available in your country.
Time in just a moment. Sam Allison, the fourth official this evening, as Leeds try and work it down at the other end. Tanaka, Calvert-Lewin. He's got Goodmanson on the overlap. What a ball across the face that is. Aronson goes in. I think he's caught Adrian Truffert there. There will be a foul against the US international. Probably the closest that Leeds have come in this first half. Delightful ball that from Gabriel Goodmanson. Just posts it across the 6-yard line. Aronson has every right to go for it. And Truffert puts himself in there knowing he's going to get a whack in the back of the leg. 2 minutes of additional time. Aronson on the centre circle finds Tanaka. Goodmanson forward again from left back. A curled ball into the 18-yard box is too far in front of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's half-time at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Manchester City 1. Erling Haaland's early goal has moved Pep Guardiola's team to the top of the pile. As it stands, they'll be ahead of Arsenal for the first time in 2026. And unless there is a change, Scott Parker's Burnley are heading back to the Championship tonight. Final few seconds here before the break. Hill with the long ball forward. And there's no Bournemouth players the other side of Leeds' backline, so that will be for Carl Darlow to deal with. Extra few seconds, possibly a minute even added on here, because that challenge from Aronson on Truffert came inside the 2 minutes of additional time. And we are beyond the 47-minute mark, but that is it for the first half, according to Michael Salisbury. No goals on a key night in Bournemouth's quest for a first ever European qualification. And the better of the limited chances have gone to the Cherries. A vital save just before the break by Carl Darlow and Ryan Christie has kept Daniel Farke's side level here on the South Coast. But at half-time, on Flash Score, it is Bournemouth 0, Leeds United 0.
League.
Champions of Europe again.
Live Aviva Premiership Rugby.
They must surely score.
Golf coverage that's perfectly pitched.
We're not allowed to cry on radio. We're supposed to be tough.
Serving up live ATP Master Series tennis.
And Andy Murray, with his head in his hands, goes to congratulate Novak Djokovic.
I'm so happy. Talk Sport 2. Live international football.
What a goal!
Get in the ring. Go the distance. Talk Sport 2.
And Fury's got it. A unanimous decision.
If you can kick it, hit it, bowl it,
Pass it.
putt it, pot it, or catch it.
You'll find it right here on Talk Sport 2.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air.
Can they make it too?
Talk Sport 2, because sport never stops. We're sorry, this commentary is not available in your country. Please visit talksport.com/commentaries to hear an alternative stream or listen to TalkSport 2 for even more live sport. TalkSport has so much sport, we're running out of radio to play it. In fact, we've got enough rugby, cricket, horse racing, boxing, motor racing and golf for an entire other radio station.
And the thrilling games continue.
The prodigal son of all radio stations is on the air. TalkSport 2, because sport